What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Born2BNerd Podcast. We're back! Finally! It's been a minute. We're sorry. Life happens. If you're joining us for the first time, my name's Ethan. Also, always joined by... Lance, per usual. Hope you guys are doing good. It's officially... it's past October now. It's officially
I know, dude.
November. What happened, man?
I don't know. Summer was the longest summer.
Longest shit.
It happens. It feels like it happens every year where summer is just so long and miserable. And then the second that temperature kind of drops a little or everything's comfortable, it just skyrockets
so
the
fast.
Time. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Somebody was complaining the other day. They were talking about how it was 75 degrees ish, and then in the sun it would be kind of 80. Mm-hmm. And they were like, God, yeah, I just can't get comfortable in the sun. It's so hot. And I was like, you shut the fuck up. I was like, we get maybe 3 weeks tops of this before it just goes into cold. And then sure as shit, this past week, I woke up and it was 42 in the morning. I'm like, phew.
See, this was the dream week for me.
Oh, really?
I love this. Yeah.
In the day it feels great. It's just in the morning it's pretty damn cold.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, I like that too, just because usually when I wake up to go to work, it's nice and crisp, and I can wear my hoodie and snuggle into some warm clothing on the way to work and stuff. It just feels a little bit more comfortable. It makes me feel like going to work is just okay, rather than in my work shirt and stuff, and you're just here we go. But that's just me. But
I do like being when it's crisp and cold like that. I have first generation seat warmers or whatever in that Subaru, but just being able to put the seat warmers on and just if I've got a 30-minute commute to Stages or whatever, just seat warmer, sipping my coffee, just settling in.
I hate seat warmers.
What?
Yes, I hate them.
What are you talking about?
They make me nauseous. Yes, they make me sick, dude. I have really bad car sickness. I get really bad
I've experienced that with you.
Yeah. It doesn't take much at all.
The heat makes it worse.
Yes,
the heat
dude.
in the seats, really?
Yes. I don't like a warm seat in general. It happens at work a lot because the control room, people will sit wherever they can, and then I'll come in to sit at my station, and then my seat will be warm. I'm like, oh, that's disgusting.
Well, that's a little bit different. That's like sitting in somebody's butt warmth.
Yeah.
It's like sitting down on a warm toilet. You're like,
true. Yeah, it's just that artificial heat that
But you like the Japanese toilets?
Back. That was I did like that.
That was heated.
Yeah. But it's different because it's just it's on your thighs, just so your thighs aren't icy when they hit that cold seat, It's nice and toasty. But it's just that seat warmers, they cover everything. All your full bottom, all up your back.
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
They
dude.
get you nice and warm.
No, dude.
I love
gets
it too. I use it in the the summer sometimes too. If we've been doing a lot of bending over and weird angles, or if we've been on crouched over doing LED work on the floor, and my back is just screaming after the day. Even if it's warm outside, I'll get in, blast the AC, and then throw on the seat warmers to loosen up my back a little bit as I'm driving. Feels good.
Yeah.
Let us know in the comments. Seat warmers or no seat warmers?
Yeah, I don't like the seat air either. Whenever you get the self-cooling seats or whatever.
Oh, I like the cool butt. I get swamp ass bad, so I'm a fan of the cool butt.
I get it, but I don't know. Something about it. It's little pin needle air coming through. Ugh, no.
I like it. I'm a fan.
That's probably the tism a little bit. So.
Definitely the tism a little bit. Well, so guys, today I thought we could talk about. A bunch of people have talked about it, but it's Born to Be Nerd, so I figured we got to talk about it. That elephant in the room is the Chainsaw Man movie that came out. I believe last time, or maybe the episode before that, we talked a little bit about the Demon Slayer movie and our opinions on it and our experiences with it. And I was curious, Lance, to hear, because we haven't really talked about it at all.
Right. Yeah.
All I know is that you saw the English dub like me, correct?
Yeah, it was all they had.
Yeah, and I think the same thing. Like, I didn't even know that it was the English dub until I got in the movie, and I was like, oh. And then I looked at my ticket, and it said something like, it said like something, it didn't say English dub, it said like SA dub or something dub. But then, like, thinking back to it, when I was buying my ticket, like I told you, it had like two or three time show viewings, and then for like 6:30, 8 o'clock, and like 10 or something, and then underneath that was one for 4:30 by itself. And I was like, well, that's weird, but the 4:30 was the one that's what I was there for, so I was like, all right, let's go ahead and buy it. And then I don't know.
Yeah, there was only one time on mine whenever I went to get my ticket, literally just one, 3:30.
Yeah.
And I don't even think it said anything about being dub on there. It just said Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, that's just all they got.
I think it was just all they got. It's that theater isn't known for having a lot of anime and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Which makes sense because there was only like 12 people in that theater.
Yeah.
You know?
Actually, really quick side note, it just popped in my head. I saw today, November 2nd, they finally tore down the Carmike in Wilmington.
Carmike.
My Carmike, where I worked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they finally tore it down. My buddy John.
The one by the Sonic?
Yeah, by the Sonic, Captain Bill's and all that.
Yeah.
I know, dude. Fucking UNCW student institution.
Yeah.
There's nothing but UNCW and Cape Fear students that work there. That's why I say that.
That was my routine, man, back then. And when I was in college.
They were so cheap.
Yeah, I would go to the theater at like 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I got out, I'd go to Sonic
tickets
and get myself a burger.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like, so yeah, they tore it down finally. I think that had been like closed for a while, but they finally like leveled it. My buddy John showed me a picture of him like standing on top of the rubble. I was like, God.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. to the Carmike in Wilmington over off Kerr.
Yeah.
But yeah. So back to Chainsaw Man. I tried not to look at any reviews at all before I went in, like spoiler or non-spoiler reviews. Spoiler for this channel? For this, by the way?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the movie for sure.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the movie. So spoilers ahead, just in case you were wondering. Spoilers one more time. Spoilers. I didn't look at any reviews or anything. I just came in kind of blind to it. And I'm going to be honest. The dub wasn't terrible. Like, I was expecting, like, I don't have any expectations for North American dubs, like, whatsoever.
Yeah. I sat down. I chose my favorite seat, which is one row down from the back in the very middle. That's always my favorite spot. So I got my seat and I sit down and I was pumped, dude. I was so ready. I loved that it was a quiet theater, you know?
Were you on there by yourself?
What do you mean? Did I go by myself?
By yourself? No. Were you in the theater by yourself?
No, there was like that's what I'm saying. There was like maybe 12 people in there with me. Yeah. Just scattered around, you know.
Yeah.
But I sat down and I'm just chilling. I ate lunch before, so I didn't get any popcorn and I didn't want to get any drink because when I watched the Demon Slayer movie, that was rough, dude. It was rough. So I was just chilling, waiting, and I noticed that the guys, it was like bros that kept coming in, right? All bros, and they were, no offense, but they were all like Gen Z, like, you know, bruh. All early 20s.
You know the type,
all early 20s, same outfits, like no anime tees, no like nerdy dress. It was all like
little crypto
hats.
Bros.
Yeah, exactly. The scruff, you know, like literally all looked the same. And I was like, dang, dude, we're all the nerds. We're like the absolute nerds. These are just like, I could tell like these are just guys that like they've watched Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, and, you know, like Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man. Yeah. It's like that. And I'm not trying to judge, but that's that's the vibe I was getting. I was like, dang, dude, I don't see any like hardcores in here. And then the movie starts, and the first thing I heard is like, it opens up with Denji running down the hallway, that dream, and then he speaks English, and I went like this. And I know like the people behind me were like, he probably thought this was the sub. But yeah, dude. And then I was just like this for like a good 15 minutes, just like, oh, how much am I gonna hate this?
Yeah.
But I have my thoughts on it, but continue with yours.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say I honestly didn't mind the sub. It took me a minute to get used to it because all I know is the sub version of it. Like I've never watched English dub, so like all I know is Denji's voice from the sub. So it took me a minute to like, snap back over and be like relinquishing the fact that this is what I'm doing. But honestly, the opening sequence was so beautiful that I was like immediately kind of just like I accepted it. To be totally honest, I mean that opening black and white sequence was like, that was gorgeous. I was like immediately, I was like, okay, all right, we in here, okay. Like we did not skimp, on this at like whatsoever, which is wild because I think that their budget was like really small, right? It wasn't but like 4 million, 6 million,
really,
something like. It was really small. Maybe it was 10 million. Maybe it was 10 million. But still, that's crazy small for a project with that as much hype as Chainsaw Man. But yeah, as it started going, I was like, and then like the new theme song came on, which was wild because it basically gave us a whole ass intro for the movie for like the new season or whatever. So I was like, I wasn't really expecting that. So I was like, oh fuck yeah. So once the song came in, I was totally in.
Yeah. Kenshi Yonezu, that I've been a big fan of him for a long time, and that's a very different type of sound than what you're used to. Than what I'm used to. Yeah, his songs are like famously very like melodic and powerful, and for this one's kind of it's not poppy, but you know what I mean. It's got like energy, and it's like his voice has like that like harshness to it.
Yeah, it's got some distortion to it.
Yeah, so it's interesting, but yeah, he killed it. Denji's voice actor, not bad, pretty accurate, I would say. Power's voice actor, I would say, is pretty accurate.
All of 3 minutes that she was in the film.
Yeah. The ones that get me were Makima and Reze. You
didn't like Reze's?
No, I didn't. She was probably my least favorite.
I think she was okay.
I'll tell you why. And I explained this to Joey earlier. First of all, the thing with English voice actors, they almost are never soft spoken. Never. If their character's soft spoken, they are not. You know what I mean? Like it's the same with Frieren. Like all the soft spoken characters in Frieren, the English voice actors are not soft spoken. Yeah. Like I don't know what it is, but it's just they always speak like they're podcasters to me.
I think it's American theater.
Clarity, huh?
It's American theater. It's like maybe. American Theater Kid. That's what it reminds me of.
Yeah. It's just like vocalizing and clarity and distinction so that you can hear every word. And it's like, when you have like professional animated films, like American films or English films or whatever, that have real actors voice acting, you get more of that personality. Sure. You get more imperfections in the voice and more nuance in the voice, more emotion in the voice. But for some reason, in every dub, dude, all these anime voice actors, they don't do that. There is no personality. They all sound like they're recording in a recording studio, and they're trying to be as clear as possible, and get the words out as like cleanly as they can. And that's just, I just don't like that,
Yeah.
Now, in addition to that, with Reze, her, I don't want to give away too much until we start talking about it, but
no, you can go into whatever.
There's, she's immediately like this flirty and like immediately taken to Denji, and you're just like, man, she really likes him and she seems really like nice, and like Denji's just eating it up, but the voice sounds performative.
Yeah.
The voice actor,
that, yeah.
The voice actor, it just sounds like she's acting. Yes, but I don't think it was supposed to be like that.
Yeah, probably not. I would assume that the Japanese audio
I think it was supposed to feel
very authentic.
Yes, I feel like it was supposed to be a stab in the heart, Yeah. And it wasn't, because the whole time I'm just like, it sounds performative, It sounds like that laugh didn't sound real. That flirt sounded fake, and it's just, it took me out of it, because I could tell by the way they designed the character and the way she moved in the story, because the way the Japanese animate, they make sure to show such detailed animation in a character's face that there is no guessing.
Yeah.
We can almost read a character's mind in anime. You know what I mean? That's how well they do at showing a character's emotions, You
can read the intent and emotion of an anime watching a full sub, or I should say a full Japanese audio without having the sub.
Right.
And get the intent and the emotion and everything behind it just by, the inflection with the voice acting helps, but literally just by the frame. Like you can infer what's going on.
Right. The anime is very good at doing that,
Especially the good ones that have animation like this.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I tried to just bear with it through the movie, and it wasn't absolutely abysmal like some of the other stuff I've heard. So I was able to get through it and like enjoy it,
I'll say, like, for me, her voice wasn't that bad for me at all. And I'd be curious though. I totally think I know what you're saying, and I'll tell you what it reminds me of is there were, back when I was a kid and they had like the youth program at our church, there would be these kids who would put on these skits, and there were these like 13, 14-year-old girls, right? And they were so like over the top in their acting in these skits, no matter what the emotion behind the skit was, whether it was supposed to be sad or whether it was supposed to be high energy or like whatever it was, their energy was always the same. It was just like, bam. The way that some of her lines were, I will say, it kind of reminded me of that, which I know in the Japanese audio it's not how it would have come across. I would be curious though, because you're describing your experience with it. I'd be curious if I watched it back now, because I don't remember. I feel like it changed for me, but maybe it didn't. I'd be curious to see, did her voice change from the beginning to the end, where perhaps in the beginning where you're first hearing her voice, it is an act. And then towards the end, when like her feelings are real, or maybe even not even there, maybe around the kiss, maybe around the pool scene, something in the pool scene. I don't know. Somewhere in there is her voice different than where it started.
Yeah, I have a good memory of the experience, and I don't remember her doing any type of tone shift. No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I don't know.
She was pretty playful the whole time. Almost didn't take anything seriously the whole time,
Yeah.
I think the voice reflected that.
Yeah, I think that in that like respect, her mirroring Denji was pretty good. Or her as Reze and her as the Bomb Devil, I think her voice and energy like mimicked and mirrored Denji pretty well.
Right.
I do want to touch on something real quick because we mentioned the pool scene. Dude, the fucking pool scene, so goddamn good.
Yeah.
It reminded me, I know you've never watched Beck, right?
No, not yet.
So there is a scene in Beck with the main character and I forget Mako, who is like Ray's sister, like the cool guy, his sister, who the main character is like got a thing for. And it's a similar scene where they jump over the fence, they sneak into school, they jump over the fence, and they take off their clothes and they get in the water. And it's like this. He sings this song called "Full Moon Sway," or it's not called "Full Moon Sway," but it's the Full Moon Sway scene, and it's so beautiful. And it captures that just full flood of emotion of these two people experiencing this very intimate, very isolated scene that only those two know about, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's so beautiful and so well shot or animated. But it totally had parallels with this scene in this movie where it was like so playful, and it had the option to go in a way that was like almost for the male gaze, where you're like almost fan servicey, and it never felt fan servicey in that scene.
Yeah.
There are the clips of like fan service of like his 16-year-old brain where he's like imagining the girls later or before, whenever it was. But in this scene, it's just full emotion, and it's honest.
Right. It's like a representation of absolute freedom, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
But that scene really took me because you hear people say like they didn't have to go that hard on and they fucking went there. It was so good. It was so beautiful. I'm like watching that in the theater and I'm just like, oh, God, it's so good. And that, we can talk about it a little later, but also that's one of the things that I love the most about this film that I had problems with in Demon Slayer, and they're different stories. But what I loved about this film is that to me, this whole story was a love story at its core with these crazy, bombastic, energetic fight scenes in the second half of the film. Bombastic.
Yeah.
Get it? Bombastic?
Yeah, I get it.
That's a word.
I know. I was catching the pun.
No. Okay. But yeah, it's like the part I think that what makes the second half so good is that the fact that you have this entire first half of the film. I mean, because it's like 45 minutes. It's a long time where it's a fucking love story, dude. Like it's them going on dates.
Yeah.
And then like that's not even talking about the Makima thing, which also fuck that bitch. God, I hate her so much, dude.
Do you?
I fucking hate her. Yes. What are you talking about? Do you? She's horrible.
I don't hate her. I want to know more about her.
No, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Done. Absolutely done with it. She cares nothing for Denji, dude. She cares nothing for him. He is a tool. What do you? I don't know. He is a tool for her. And okay, I saw this thing. Somebody posted that was like the first time Reze ran to the diner, it was for Chainsaw Man, for the heart of Chainsaw Man. The second time she ran to the diner, it was for the heart of Denji.
Yeah,
and Makima fucking knew that shit, dude. And she,
I believe it.
Fucking heart.
I believe it.
Like, and that wasn't because she loves Denji. Like that was because she wants his power. She wants to use him as a tool. She doesn't give a fuck about him.
And I don't deny that that's probable, but I also acknowledge that we still do not know anything about her. We don't know anything about her.
All I know is that she's evil as fuck, and she's gonna be the main villain of the story. I'm calling it right now.
I don't know.
I've not read the manga, but I'm calling it right now. She's already the villain in my eyes.
The moment, the scene of them watching the movie together, you know, and she's like crying. That brought a little humanity to her.
Yeah, monsters can cry. Ed Gein cried.
I don't know.
She can cry.
Yeah.
Also, that's the Ballad of a Soldier. How can you not cry at that? That's a like one of the most gut-wrenching films of all time. Yeah, I mean, also, I guess kind of segue over back to that. Like, that was a beautiful. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Mm-hmm.
The date series with the date night with Makima and Denji.
Yeah,
that was beautiful. And it was also very super meta.
Mm-hmm.
Like very meta of the current film industry,
right?
Of him just being like, everyone's crying. Was I supposed to feel something at this?
Yeah.
Or like, everyone's laughing at this. Am I supposed, like, I think I'm supposed to laugh at this. I didn't think it was funny at all. I was like, I can tip my hat to that. That's pretty freaking good. And because, like, what was the line? She was like, I generally like 10% of the movies, or I like 1 out of 10 movies that I see.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Makima.
Yeah.
You're still a
there's something there. There's something there. We'll see. I don't know. You know, I have so many things to talk about with Makima, you know? Like, I have no idea where they're going to go with her character. If we'll ever get to know, like, what her, like, true identity is, you know, what she really thinks of everything, you know? I know we've seen, you know, we know what she's allowed to take place, you know? Like, she was watching Denji's experiences with Reze the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, she was watching it the whole time. She let everything happen, you know?
Mm-hmm. She let her explode him until he was nothing but like a brain and a spinal cord.
Yeah. And she probably also let everything happen to the city that happened to the city. You know?
Oh, she doesn't give a fuck about human lives don't fucking matter.
It's very possible that
she
could have stopped any of that at any time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I have no idea.
I'm telling you right now, I've not read the manga. I have not read the manga, hand to God, but I swear to you, this girl is going to be the villain. She's going to be the main villain.
Yeah. We'll see.
She's already the villain in my eyes. You can't change my mind.
I mean, I was a Reze fan too, so I'm not
best girl.
Not pretty great. I've been trying to think of like what kind of, if I want to get a figure or something. I definitely I'm going to pre-order the album, I think.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm going to pre-order that.
There was Joey sent a thing in Discord a minute ago. It had like a bunch of posters. It was through Crunchyroll. It had like a bunch of posters and stuff. There was one poster that I really like. It was like her and the flowers.
Oh, you're talking about the Mappa store. Oh,
yeah,
it was Mappa. Yeah.
Oh, was it Mappa store?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really liked the poster with her and the flowers. It was really, really pretty. And I was like, that was like the future that I wanted for her, like to be in the flowers, you know, just her and Denji on a beautiful date in the sun. That's all I wanted for them. But yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm a sucker for a good shoujo. So
right.
Like anything with some heart in it that's like real, I'm down for it, dude. Like the moment, the scene. Oh, that's what it was. There was the poster with them in the cafe. That's what it was, too. That I really, really wanted. That scene in the cafe where she's over at the table beside of him, and she just scoots, slides right next to him. Dog. Killed me. I was like, best girl. Oh man, yeah, so sweet. And then there was like the line towards what was she said, the one line where she was like, I never went to school either.
Yeah, that was at the very end. Yeah.
Oh God, man.
Did you feel like she wasn't who she said she was from the beginning? Did you know about like Bomb Girl at all, or?
I knew that she was going to be Bomb Girl. Yeah. I was spoiled on that like a year or so ago, whenever it was. I knew that she was going to be the devil of the movie, but I didn't know anything about her backstory, like her being the experiment or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I don't know anything about that. Speculation here. Do you think she's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either that or she's just like, being kept in the prison with all the other devils
So
at
do you
the
think
very
she's
least.
dead or stopped?
I think she's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because she's really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see how you could, like, she pretty much showed how impossible it is to incapacitate her.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was kind of like the big part of the action of the movie, was to show like, can't really stop her.
Yeah, just
She's
how
literally a
devastating
bomb.
she is. Yeah.
She's literally a bomb. There's nothing you can do. You could tie her up. You could, chop her up. You could do all these things, and she can get out of it. Like, she knows what to do,
Yeah.
So I think that was the point, maybe, to show is like the only way to stop her is to kill her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah. It hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt something fierce.
I've been watching breakdowns and stuff about, throughout the whole movie, she walks as a soldier. Like, she has a soldier strut, She walks with purpose. She walks with, like, very direct, and she has a very structured walk. And then in that last moment, she's walking, as it shows her walking back to the cafe. It's very structured, very militaristic. And then the second she has, like, the sight of the, like, window in sight and dingy in sight, she actually starts to run like a, teenage girl kind of thing. Yeah. Like, at the very end, she, like, lets go. She lets
go.
Of
not
like,
not let's go, but let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that the phrase? Let's go.
Yeah.
Let goes.
Go.
It's let goes. It's let goes. She let goes.
She lets no, because
it's let goes.
No. Because it's a singular. Hold on. No, because it's a singular subject.
Mm-hmm.
So you add s to the verb. Let. She lets go. They let go. She lets go. She lets go. The internet's ruined that phrase. I don't know why I'm sitting here having trouble with it. Yeah.
She releases.
But
yeah, so like that's very like, it's heavy. It's heavy. The minute she like allowed herself to be a person again,
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what I really liked about the movie was I felt like it did a better job than season 1 showing how naive Denji is and how abnormal he is due to the life he's led as a child.
I thought so too. Yeah.
Like, for instance, it's very short and very small, and like I don't think they like try to kind of point it out. But whenever it's raining and he runs into the phone booth and he sees the can with the cigarettes, he immediately starts picking out the cigarettes so he could take a sip.
Drink it, yeah.
Because he can't stop himself,
Yeah.
Like going back to the whole thing of him being kind of like a stray dog almost, it's like, it's like the first thing he thoughts of, he's like, oh, okay. Oh, drink, plug out the trash.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. I think the first season does like an okay job of like setting up that he is like this, this kid without any structure and like a really fucked up childhood.
Mm-hmm.
But I agree. This film does a way better job than the first season of really establishing like how feral he is.
Right.
And it's like, it makes his like his thoughts, like when we're led into his thoughts, it makes it make so much more sense. Like when he's thinking about like love and he's like thinking about Makima, or he's thinking about power, or he's thinking about also Best Girl.
Angel Devil.
No. Oh yeah. No, not him. Actually, he's a guy. That was funny as shit. Best Twink. Yeah. No, the girl with the eye patch. Hanami. Yeah. He's like thinking of her, but he's going through this whole thing of like, I think I might love her. I think I might love her. I think I might love her. Mm-hmm. He literally doesn't know what love is. Like, he has no idea what that concept actually feels like with a woman. And that's why, I mean, the fact that Makima is the only one that's ever really shown him actual attention. That's why he's so just like, "Gah," you know.
Yeah.
But that's what makes this relationship with Reze like so confusing and powerful for him, is because now he's like, wait, I've already experienced love. Like, what the hell is this? This can't be love. I don't know what this is, because he literally has no idea of what that construct is.
Right.
You know, like it's beautiful to watch, and they, like, again, I think they did a really good job of establishing that through this film. But that was another thing I was going to say. I thought that this film worked really well as a film.
It did, yeah.
Like, I watched this and I was like it felt like a film. Whereas that was my main issue with Demon Slayer, was that Demon Slayer didn't feel like a film to me. It felt like a bunch of episodes, and there were bookend, like every 30 minutes or so, where I was like, yep, that's the end of an episode. That's the end of an episode. To the point where, like, we talked about it before, where there were these like really, I mean, like gut-wrenching emotional beats, like the whole arc with where it gives its backstory. I'm blanking on his name. The demon.
Akaza.
What is it?
Akaza?
Akaza? Yeah, with he just like beats the fuck out of everyone. When it gave his like backstory with the dojo and his, you know, his mentor and how they got killed, and like, I mean, it was it was beautifully done, and it was so sad. The storytelling of it was so sad, but I never had a chance to let that breathe and experience that emotion. It was just bam, right into the next scene. Whereas this, I got to, because of that slow pull, right, in the first half of the movie. Like, I was living through the emotions of these characters, and I was like, I'm feeling the heartache, I'm feeling the pangs, if you will, that I never could. I didn't have the time to experience in Demon Slayer. So that alone, I give like whatever notches of approval or whatever for this one to Chainsaw Man as opposed to Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
And ultimately, like, to be honest, I preferred this movie to Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I agree. I think Demon Slayer as a whole, the whole series, I have felt the same about it. You know, like I love Demon Slayer. I love Demon Slayer so much. I love the story. I love the world.
The concepts of it. Yeah, it's sick.
But I've always felt, and I've always said that you don't get to sit with stuff much in Demon Slayer. You know, it's always it's one thing to the next, always, whether it's a movie or an episode. And there hasn't been a moment really where I mourned for anybody, you know, in the show. Not even Rengoku.
I know. I was going to say, not even Rengoku.
You know, now, like, I go back and I watch clips or I watch reactions, and I do get a little emotional, like whenever Rengoku, like it goes back to that moment of, like, especially when Rengoku is like sitting there with Tanjiro at the end and he sees his mom, you know, that moment always breaks me a little bit. But it's still like, it just hasn't ever been able to do that to me like other things, you know, because of how much is happening in a short period of time, and there's no time to rest, and we're just going. And I get that, you know, but it's always been like that. And the movie was like that as well, you know, and I agree. And so, you know, I would say, as far as a story, I think Demon Slayer is probably a better story than Chainsaw Man
so far.
Yeah. But I think the movie, Chainsaw Man was a better movie for sure. You know, I think it was a better movie. It was orchestrated better, directed better, choreographed better. Like, it was just, I mean, it felt like, I don't know, it felt like an experience. I was sitting down and it had a beginning, a middle, and an end, you know? And yeah, it was great. It was amazing.
Yeah.
It's also,
go ahead.
It's also one of the best, I would say, shonen movies, if not probably the best shonen movie I've ever seen.
Oh yeah.
you know?
Like watching it felt like it almost felt like well, that's the point. It felt like a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like it actually felt like a movie. It didn't feel
Right.
like a Shonen Jump or like an OST. OST, that's what I'm thinking. The right term?
No,
Like
that's
a
original soundtrack. You're thinking of OVA?
OTS? OVA. Yeah. OVA?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a little special. Yeah, it didn't feel like a special that was just like 3 or 4 episodes put together. Like it had a, like you say, like a actual 3-act structure with a formal 3-act structure within
Right.
this film.
Right.
Which moving forward, studio heads, listen to us.
You know, also the thing with this, it almost, if it just had enough time to fit in some exposition or some introduction to like who Denji is, who Makima is, you know, you could have almost watched this without watching any of the show.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like it almost had everything it needed to be a standalone anime film. Like if there was no Chainsaw Man series, if there's a way to add in some understanding and like background to Denji and maybe probably Makima too, since she's such a kind of a pivotal role to who he is, what he wants, and how the story ends, kind of thing, then you know, the other characters too, you know, Aki and them, but at the same time, I feel like you almost didn't need a whole lot of exposition, a whole lot of explanation for it to be a standalone story, you know, like it was that well structured, I think.
Yeah. It honestly made me feel like that movie I saw earlier this year. Yeah, I saw it right before we went to Japan, like 2 days before we went to Japan. The Colors Within, I think it's what it was called, the music anime. It, honest to God, felt like that a little bit. Because that anime is so slow. Like, it's so... The pacing of it is... It almost comes to like a screeching halt before it comes to the final performance where it's just like, boom! And it hits you. That's almost how this... A little bit before that, because this is maybe like halfway through, a little over halfway through when the explosion happens, you know, and then it's just nonstop the whole way. But that's kind of what it made me feel in a similar way that movie did. But yeah, but once it got going, dude, I mean, that they didn't let off the brakes.
Right.
Like it was just like the scene where the not tapeworm demon, what was it? The devil that she was using,
was it the tornado devil?
Tsunami devil.
Tsunami.
Tsunami.
Oh,
Tsunami devil.
Was it Tsunami Devil or Tornado Devil? I guess
Devil.
Tsunami is probably more popular in Japan.
Yeah, because it rains. Yeah, because it rains. Yeah. The scene when also shout out to Shark Boy. I forget, is that Messe? Beam. Yeah. Beam.
I think it's Beam.
Beam. Anyway, Shark. I call him.
Something
Shark,
like that. Yeah.
Shark Boy. Shout out to Shark Boy. Best boy.
Yeah, he's great.
Fucking killing it. There was that one scene where I forget what he said. It was towards the end. Dude, I was dying laughing. It killed me. But the scene where they're just like going around and like in a vortex of the tsunami devil, dude, fucking hell, man. Like that, I think that is like what people come to expect from a Chainsaw Man aesthetic and atmosphere. Just pure absolute chaos. You know, like a chainsaw devil riding on a fucking shark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like going around a fucking tsunami depth. Like it was so fucking chaotic. It was in the best way possible.
Right.
But yeah, it was that moment too where he was like, you've got like, you're still he goes, like you're still using your body like a person, but you're not a person. You're a chainsaw devil. And you think that like Denji's gonna get the realization to like use his body as the propulsion?
Yeah.
And instead he's like, no, we're going to use you like a horse. That's what you were thinking about, right? Dude, that was so funny.
Yeah.
It was so good. I was laughing. The comedic timing in this movie, so fantastic.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I didn't love Aki's input into the movie. Like his weird moment where he gets vulnerable with the angel devil.
Yeah.
I didn't really quite get it, you know?
Hmm.
He didn't have the development for me to see why he would all of a sudden care whether or not a devil lives. Because he literally just in the season before, like, was, you know, coming at Denji. I get it. They've been living together. Like, he's slowly grown attached to him and power, you know? I get that. But I don't know. It's just not quite there for me. It kind of felt like, it's like, oh, okay. He's got a heart for this angel devil that he hasn't gotten along with the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It came out of nowhere, I feel like, to me.
I mean, it worked for me, but I understand what you're saying. Like, because also, I think even in this movie, he's talking about, like, fuck the devils, like, you're anything but human. Because I think right before then was when that devil had the dude in his stomach and he was still alive. And he was like, kill him. You know, talking to the angel dude, and Angel Bro was like, I like to watch him suffer. I'm not going to kill him. Yeah. And he was like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It was like, you're not, like, you really are, like, you're a fucking devil, like, you're evil. And he had to kill him.
Yeah, so, and even the angel devil had a moment where he's like being sweet to the woman that was laying down. It's like, yeah, but I thought you like to watch them suffer. I don't. I'm so confused on your development here.
Yeah. Well, they developed each other.
Yeah, I guess very fast outside of, like, off screen, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that might be part of the manga too. Like, if you read the manga, I'm sure there probably is more exposition.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. I get that. That is a fair critique.
Yeah. But, you know, there's so many moments like I love how the pool scene, you know, again, absolute master, probably the best scene in the movie. Not just because of the fan service or, you know, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah.
But no, I love how, like, they did this thing with Reze where they showed the reflection in her eye of what she was seeing to explain kind of what she was looking at, you know, like, as far as, like, not necessarily like just what she's, like, looking at, like what she's seeing physically, but what she's seeing emotionally, you know, where kind of like I watched this breakdown of that moment where up until then, she's had this mission, right? And that's to get Chainsaw Man or the Chainsaw Heart, you know? And then she's, like, slowly learning, like, as she's talking to Denji, I think it, you know, the minute she actually speaks to him in the phone booth, I've seen a clip of the manga where in that moment she puts her hand in her pocket to grab her knife, probably to kill him in the phone booth.
Oh yeah.
But then he spits out the flower, and then she's like, "What the hell?" She's, like, throwing back, you know. Yeah. And then she's immediately amused, and she's like, "All right, I want to see, like, I got time. I'll just, you know, I'll see what this kid's about." And then she slowly realizes just a kid, literally just a kid, has no idea what he's doing, doesn't know anything about the real world, you know, has his guard completely down, you know.
Yeah.
So, like, she's slowly starting to learn who Denji is and what he's about. And then in that moment where she's like, come on, just jump in the pool, just jump in, you know, and he's, like, so conflicted. And then he finally like screams the courage and jumps. And then you just see, like, the reflection of him in her eyelids, where she, like, in her eyes, you know, where she's like, I see Denji right now. Like, this is Denji, you know? Yeah. And it's like, I think she, in that moment, she completely forgot about Chainsaw Man, you know? And I think the way they illustrated that in her eye, at least for me, that's, like, what I took it as. I thought that was really cool, you know? And then she did the same thing at the end of the movie where she, like, I think it shows, I forget what it shows in her eye. I know it shows Makima in her eye, but and, like, Makima represented her end, basically, you know? But But yeah, I love how they did that in the movie. They kept doing that with Reze, where they would show a reflection in her eye to represent what she was like, kind of what she was thinking about, you know. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I love too the scene with the serial killer bro who was sent there to get the chainsaw heart.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the flip that they do with her when it's like actually revealing that like, oh, this chick is not who we thought she was.
Right.
I love that reveal. I just similarly, something happens in her expression that's like, I don't know why, but it was kind of heartbreaking. Like I don't know what it was.
Was it the moment where she's choking him out and she like doesn't feel anything? And then she starts singing, I think, right?
Yeah, something like that. It was like kind of heartbreaking. Which also, side note, animators should have definitely done a better check. Maybe it was match panel for panel. I don't know. Should have definitely done a better check on how to initiate a rear naked choke. That is not how you initiate a rear naked choke. When you initiate a rear naked choke, you never have their hand right here, their neck right here. You have their neck right here. So you're squeezing on this right here. It's a blood choke, not an air choke. When she had it, her forearm was right here across his neck, and all the space of this was completely open.
Right, but isn't that how you kill someone?
No, because she choked him out until he died. But with that choke, the way to secure that choke is to have this V right here.
Right.
That's going like that. Right.
So it creates space here so that you can breathe, but you pass out.
No. This locks out everything. Whereas this wasn't doing shit because he had that much space. Anyway, little bitty thing. It doesn't matter.
I just thought that if you go across the throat, that's how you cut off airway, and that's death. And then if you do the deep, that's cutting off the blood, which is a pass out.
It's both. I mean, that's both. If you're especially as strong as she is, if you're cranking, that's going to cut off your airway as well as your blood.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's not a rear naked. That was not a rear naked. That's a rear naked. I don't know. Little bitty minor critique, but other than that, great scene.
Mm-hmm. Dude, the minute she took on the form of Bomb Devil, it was on, dude. And the animation for that, the light, like the way they played with like light and fire, you know, or whatever, it's ignition, I guess you would call it.
Yeah.
It's wild. The perspective changes and like everything.
I was just talking to somebody. So I went to go see it on a Sunday, and then we were at a location on Monday, and I was talking to one of the programmers, and he went to go see it, and he was saying that he was unimpressed with it because he had just watched was My Hero have a movie that just came out?
My Hero has a few movies, yeah.
That just came out?
The new movie came out at the beginning of the year, I think.
I think he was talking about that because he was talking about Bakugo's Bakugo.
Oh, that was the episode 3 of the new season. Was Bakugo's
maybe that's
episode.
what he was talking about. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's phenomenal animation.
Yeah, he was talking about that. He had just got done watching that, and then went in and watched Chainsaw Man, and he felt that he was very underwhelmed because he just watched a bomb. He just had watched someone who was a bomb watch what they could do, and felt that Reze was lackluster compared to Bakugo.
Isn't that the same animator?
I don't know. Is it?
I feel like the animator did both of those. I feel like they're both the same. No. It's a hired animator.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a single person. I'll find out right now. First of all, I disagree so hardcore.
Oh, I disagree too. I don't watch my Hero, so I can't like on the level that you are. But I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man. That sounds like a you problem.
First of all, that episode is probably the best episode of My Hero in the entire series. It was absolutely phenomenal, and we don't have to go on a tangent of it, but I can talk to you off podcast about it because I know you don't care about spoilers, but bro, it was incredible. But that animator, I think it's the same animator, or I think maybe the animator of episode 4 is the same animator. But let's see. I said Tatsuya Yoshihara.
Okay.
4x3 animator. Okay, not quite. One of these guys is working on the new Star Wars. And I can't remember which one it is.
Oh, on Visions?
Or a new series, maybe?
It's probably for Visions. Visions just dropped.
Could be.
Or it's getting ready to drop.
Idea. I have no idea.
Which is great if you guys have never watched Star Wars Visions. It's the best thing to come out of Star Wars.
Lots of animators. Jujutsu Kaisen, Black Clover, Wisteria Wand and Sword. Okay, so different animator. Monster Musume. Nice. Okay. All very good animators. They're all legends. Like the My Hero Academia 4x3 and 4x4 are two different animators, but they're both legendary. And then Chainsaw Man is a different one, also legendary. But anyways, to talk about the comparison, I definitely disagree. I think the force behind Reze throughout the entire it's not the moment, the episode 3 with Bakugo. I think that was like 30 seconds of animation total that was like stretched through the whole, throughout that like final scene or something like that. It's incredible, but this was 40 minutes.
Yeah.
40 minutes.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just like you weren't just getting one explosion. You were getting different kinds of explosions. You were getting different scales of explosions. You were getting momentum and like movement and all these other things that, I mean, I'll show you. We'll watch the Bakugo clip after this if you want. Okay. But to compare them like that and say underwhelmed, bro. That is a word that doesn't even belong in any type of description of Chainsaw Man Reze arc.
Yeah, that was kind of my reaction. I was like, I can't attest to what episode you watched of My Hero because I don't watch My Hero anymore. But I was like, I was pretty blown away by Chainsaw Man. So I don't know what to tell you, but it might be a you problem.
I just want people to be real with themselves once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Just like be real. Be so for real.
Be so for real.
It just blows my mind. Like I just Did you watch the end credit of Chainsaw Man?
I don't think so. I know there was one.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. I thought there might be one, but I was ready to go. Yeah. So I left, but I watched it. I found it online. Okay. It's really good. It's cute. It's about Denji. Yeah, it shows like him in the cafe, and there's like a moment. There's like a little like a little thing that happens, but I won't spoil it for you. Maybe I can find it or something. But yeah, man, it was blowing my mind the whole time. The whole time, like it just, you would think, I was like, wow, that was crazy. And then it like has a beat, and then she shows up again, and then she does something even crazier. And then they get away or something happens and then you're off screen. And like, bro, that was crazy. And then she shows up again and it gets even crazier. The scene where like her and Denji face off in the building. And she's like, you think you can, beat me? And he's like, I don't remember the dialogue there, but he's like, dude, I'm a chainsaw, Yeah. And then they go and she's like, does the
straight up Mustangs him.
Holy crap, dude. And she's like, that scene where she's just like she's whooping Denji's ass, dude. And they keep all the impact frames there and like all the like it's animation method changes, like the like animation method shifts, it's like using different techniques to create like just styles and like movement and all these things. It was just mind-blowing. Mm-hmm. So good.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna definitely get some awards, I think, or at least it's gonna be nominated for some awards for sure. Come award season.
Yeah,
it's probably gonna go to Solo Leveling again, but
Yeah, season 3 of is it season 3?
Yeah, season 3.
Yeah, him and losing his pants falling down. That's top tier animation right there.
Top tier, dog.
Have you seen it?
Yeah.
The clip of his pants falling down?
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
I mean, you got to give the girlie some fan service. I don't know.
That's quite the impact frame. I want to see them just do that in Chainsaw Man. It's just like Denji going off, and the impact frame is him just mooning the screen.
That's honestly like would be hilarious, like a hilarious joke, like
right,
little like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
But yeah, all in all, dude, I absolutely loved the Chainsaw Man movie. Like,
yeah.
I loved it so much that I'm gonna start reading the manga.
Yeah, I said yesterday, I was like, I think it made me a legit Chainsaw Man fan after that. Like, I loved the series. I thought the season 1 was really good. It, despite like its, you know, controversy of like, you know, conflicting opinions, I still thought it was really good. Mm-hmm. But you know, I wasn't in any rush to see the next arc or anything. Like, I just enjoyed the show, and I was like, cool. But now, like, after watching the movie, I was like, bro, I'm like a legit fan now. Like, I want merch. I want to see the next season or whatever. Like, I'm ready. So
Chainsaw Man has like officially become one of my top series that I'm so glad that I was wrong about. Because I don't know if you remember. I mean, I've definitely said it on here whenever it first came out. I don't know if people remember just how fucking hyped Chainsaw Man was.
Right.
Like, it was so hyped coming out.
Right.
And then it got pushed back. And then it got hyped up again. And then it got pushed back again. And it got so hyped. And I was like, bro. I remember when we went to the, not Kotobukiya. I always call it Kotobukiya. The
Kinokuniya?
Kinokuniya, yeah. When we went there and we saw all the Chainsaw Man like bookmarks and stuff like that they had put out for like advertising that coming out. I was like,
oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah. And I didn't get one because I was like, fuck this series. I was like, this is the most overhyped goddamn next big shonen that's ever gonna be.
I remember you saying that.
Yeah, I was super anti Chainsaw Man, and then the first season came out, and I was like, oh, this ain't what I thought it was. Like, this has got some fucking heart behind it.
Yeah.
And then with this, I'm like, peak.
Yeah.
So good. To quote Joey. Yeah, so good. Like I said, like, sometimes there are anime that we watch where I'm like, I can't wait for the next season, or I can't wait to the next iteration of this film series, whatever it is. But I don't go and read the manga. Like, it doesn't make me want to read the manga. As soon as I walked out of that theater, I was like, I'm going to read the manga. Like, this is fucking sick.
Yeah. Yeah.
So kudos to those guys. Did a great job.
Yeah.
No One Punch Man animation here.
Dude. What do you rate it out of 10?
I think I give it like an 8.9.
Really?
I think I'm like an 8.9. Maybe 8.9.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it was perfect, but
no. I don't think it was perfect. I want to watch the sub. I think the sub will change it for me.
Yeah.
I want to watch the sub just so I can get more of, I want to say, I don't want to be a dub hater. I really don't. And I hate that there is, you know, this battle between dub and sub. And I understand that people that watch dub exclusively don't understand what we talk about when we hate on dub, you know? And I don't want to be a part of that culture that just constantly hates on dub. I really don't. But I have my opinions, and that's just how it is, you know? Yeah. But I have to like state that, you know, the Japanese language and the Japanese voice actors work with the medium that was created by their culture and has, you know, the tonality of their culture mixed in with it. So it just makes sense to want to see it in its natural state, you know?
Totally.
But I also know how much inflection and like tone shift that you get with Japanese language, like softness, which we get with like Makima is supposed to be a soft spoken quiet, kind of like unreadable character, you know. And I want to see what influence that has on the movie watching experience, you know. But in addition to that, the other weak moments were just some of the like lack of developmental like moments of like, you know, we talked about with Aki and Angel Devil that kind of made me question what was happening a little bit. I would have, you know, not seeing enough power.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I get it. It was Denji's arc, like Denji's story. I get it, but could have used some power in there.
Yeah, Power's my girl. I love Power, so yeah. But you know, I would say 9 out of 10 for me, just because I don't do well with being as specific as points, you know. So, yeah.
Overall, great movie.
Must see for sure.
Must see. Yeah, if it's still in theaters, for anybody that's listening, like, totally go see it.
Yeah, there was a moment in the movie theater again where the audio was screaming, and I don't remember where. I think it might have been the pool scene, with that song. I think that song might have been really loud in my theater, like crazy loud, especially the beginning of it. I think had some crazy loud moments. It's a little like it has some techno synth in it. You know what I'm talking about? Not techno, but like synth. It has some synth. Like those like I don't know what it's like, a charge almost like a charge sound. You know, this like woo increasing noise or whatever. That was like. Dude, it was so loud. I was like watching with my ears covered a little bit just because it was painful. But that was the only moment. The rest of the movie was fine audio wise, but that moment, I think it was that song that was way too loud. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have any wild audio experiences in this one like I did in the Demon Slayer one. But yeah, this was pretty great.
Yeah. I hope they do some kind of collector's edition Blu-ray or something, because I'll definitely get that.
Oh yeah, when it comes out. Yeah, you know, I don't think we're going to talk about this, but just saying that, I mean, we don't have to talk about it, but I was just really thinking, I've been thinking about physical media a lot lately. And I obviously love physical media. But, you know, we've been talking about Crunchyroll and Netflix and all these streaming services me and you have lately. And I'm really having these like urges to collect more physical media again. Because I'm realizing how much how many series or films that I want to watch that I can't just watch. Especially with Crunchyroll doing like the thing that they're doing now where they're just yanking all kinds of series off without any advance warning or whatever.
Right.
So you can't go
You never know when
them.
you're going to lose something. Yeah.
No. And it's like, it makes you realize like, damn, like I don't own any of this. Like, because we're in fall right now, I was going to go watch, not, I always call it Cleaver, Claymore. I was going to go watch the Claymore series because I love that animation style. It's fucking beautiful. It's fantasy. It's perfect for right now. And I went to go to Crunchyroll and they just took it off. Like no warning, no fucking nothing. So I'm like, well, God fucking damn it. So what does that mean? So you can go on Amazon. I don't even know if you can get it on Amazon.
Didn't something just get cut from Crunchyroll that was its only online option? So the only way to see it at this point is to buy the physical copy?
Well, buy the physical copy or go like back to the high seas. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know. It's been like in my mind a little bit lately.
I've been looking online. I've been doing some like window shopping online to see if there's anything that stands out. Barnes & Noble was doing a buy one get one half off manga.
Oh, I saw they were doing like a buy two get one free or some shit.
The one I saw, the one I tried to shop at was buy one get one half off. That's the only deal I saw. And I'll tell you, I I was upset, and I'll tell you why. I started shopping, right? I was excited. I saw the sale,
Yeah.
and I went to the website and I immediately started going through. I was going to try to finish my Haikyuu series. I was like, I'll drop like 100 and grab as many as I can. There's a lot of volume, so I was only going to grab as many as I could.
Are you doing omnibuses of them, or are you doing individual volumes?
Just individual volumes. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I want the like to fill the shelf basically.
I see.
But which also I'm super happy that I bought that now that
Nice.
I'm like a fan.
Yeah.
Anyways, so I'm on there and so I have 1 through 10. So I went and I searched up 11, volume 11, right? And how much are manga in your eyes? Like a standard sized
10
volume, $9.99 usually.
Yeah.
It was $11.99, which was weird. I was like, dang, dude, have manga gone up to $2?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's, here we go again with another thing that's just like overpriced. So, but I was like, it's fine. I'm going to buy one, get one half off. Right. So I buy that one and then, or I add that to cart and then I search up 12 and 12 is $9.99. So, okay, weird. So I add that. Then I go to 13. 13 is $11.99. So what they did was in the sequence of volumes, like a series, they made every other one. They increased the price from market price so that you're necessarily
only getting, because they always do the highest number is the one you're going to pay full price for anyway.
Right.
Motherfuck.
Right. So you were getting $3 off or whatever off of the $9.99 one.
Yeah.
But you're paying an extra, additional price on the increased price. Yeah. And I looked through the website to see like maybe it's just Haikyuu or something, and no, they increased the prices of everything in this like staggered form so that like you could either buy all $12 manga and get, $6 off of every other one, or you could buy all $9 manga, but you won't, if you want to get the full, like a full run of something or whatever continuation, it's not a true buy one, get one 50% off. It's buy one with 20% addition and buy one with 50% less. And it's just like, it feels schemy. It feels fake, like a fake sale. Bro, I hate how these companies do that with these fake sales. These like Fortnite does the same thing. A lot Destiny, when they put stuff online, they do the same thing. So many like video games and stuff do the same thing. These microtransactions where they're like, oh, this bundle is actually 250% off right now. Yeah. It's like, this is brand new. You just released this today. There's no way it's already on sale. Yeah. You just create a fake price tag and then mark it out and create the actual price tag so that it makes people feel like they're getting a deal.
Yeah.
And they're more likely to buy it,
Yeah. A lot of people, everything does that now. I remember I was seeing it really bad I was buying Muay Thai shorts. I love the brand Yokow. I still love that brand, but they were doing this thing where it was similar where like you would go on there and see these new shorts. Like if a new pair of shorts like were $69, $65, right? They would stay that price forever. Or for a while until stock got super limited, and then when stock got limited to just like extra smalls or larges, XLs, the price goes down to like 35% of that, right?
Right.
You would see these flash sales of like 25% on the whole store, 25% off, 30% off on the whole store. You go to the thing, and all of those shorts that are limited stock, that they don't even have the size you want anymore, that were 35 to 40% off, are now just 25% off of regular MSRP. And you're like, what in the shit just happened? Like, how did, I don't know. It's or it'll be like 15%, like something super small, which is like minuscule. It's pretty frustrating.
Yeah.
Companies. Because it's across the board. Everyone's doing it.
And the thing is like, if you want to do a sale, I'll buy, like the Barnes and Noble thing. If they had said 50% off of buy one, get one 50% off, can't do that. Buy one, get one 25% off. And if it's true and every price is accurate, then I would probably still do it, you know?
Yeah.
But to lie about what you're doing and say like it's buy one get one 50% off while not showing that you temporarily increased the price of everything else, nah.
Yeah, pretty shitty.
But yeah. I want to find a way to get stuff because I'm on the same boat. You know, I've been trying to find. We're in this tough spot right now with all these tariffs and stuff, where like Japan isn't shipping to a lot of companies. Japanese companies aren't shipping to America anymore. And
I was wondering about this.
Yeah.
Recently, in light of recent conversations.
Yeah.
Are manga companies and publications similar to like Pokemon, the Pokemon company, where Japanese Pokemon cards are made in Japan, but North America has our own printers,
right?
Where we print over here.
Yeah.
Are manga the same way, where Japanese manga are printed in Japan, but the North American publications have North American rights to those manga to print over here? So they're not an import.
Yeah, I don't know about that industry, so I don't know for sure, but I would say so, probably.
I've just been thinking about that.
I would say probably it's the same, yeah. There's probably like Viz, like American branches of Viz.
Or like Dark Horse. I remember back in the day, Dark Horse was doing it a lot. They had a lot of manga productions. Or licensing, I guess.
Yeah. I want to get stuff. I want to buy... I want to collect, you know, all these like anime OST records and stuff now that I have that record player, you know?
Yeah.
But I want more manga. I definitely want more manga. I want more Blu-ray collections, you know? So, yeah. I just got to find the right place to get it, I guess. Right price so don't break the bank. Because manga collections, especially if you buy like a full set, that stuff is pricey.
Very pricey. Yeah. I mean, that is, I will say, that is where a lot of companies now are doing the omnibuses as opposed to individual volumes. Like, because you can save money doing the collections, similar to like the way that comic books have done it, you know, where you buy the individual issues, or you could buy trades that have, you know, 5 to 6 issues in it. Pardon me. You can definitely save some money that way, but not the caveat is that not all series have that.
Yeah.
So you just have to figure out which ones you want. I mean, luckily, you know, there are a lot of ways to get and consume the manga that you're wanting. But if you're wanting to do what we're talking about, of having physical media, it can be challenging. Especially over here, I'll say it can be challenging.
Yeah, there's a lot of I like to, you know, my theme for this, like for the longest time, is only to buy the first volume of shows that I've like love. You know, like if I see the first volume, I'll get it just as like a trophy collector's thing to represent the shows that I've loved that have made an impact on me or whatever. But I've got to the point where I think I want to choose some to have the full run of. You know,
that's what I'm doing.
And actually read them.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with Goodnight Pun Pun.
Yeah.
I love that series. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Anyone, I know I've beaten dead horse here, but anybody that's never read that series, like, dude, just, you got to be in the right mindset for it because it gets really heavy, the subject matter and everything, but it's so beautifully written and it's so, it's just perfect, man. It's so good. But I'm actually, what I was wanting to do is grab... Wow. You sent me for my birthday that the Beck.
Oh yeah. Do you have it? I want to see it.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. So inside of it, you know, you've got like that's Maki or Maho smashing a White Falcon, which is fucking insane because that is an amazing guitar. But so you can go through it and like it's got like little clippings and stuff from the series. But what we were talking about before, where it gives you, obviously it's all in Japanese, so I can't really read that.
Yeah.
But it gives me an excuse to get better at my Japanese. But what I was going to say, the cool thing about this is that it goes through and it gives you all these album covers that they reference throughout the series, or it'll give you like the equipment that they use, like on set or on stage and everything, or like, you know, the different guitars that they use and stuff. Like, it's super fucking cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
It was such a good present, and
Thanks.
I appreciate it so much.
Yeah. I have the like absolute zero confidence in my gift giving talent, skill, or whatever. I struggle with gift giving so hard. I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for Christmas, bro. And like I always want to be the guy. Like, I've always wanted to be the person that is good at gift giving. And like, when I visit places, you know, like go back to visit Atlanta, I like have this like image of being the guy that's like, hey, I got you something. And like, everyone's like, oh my gosh. And I just like, I can't. I like try to come up with stuff, and I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. What would they like? Like, what? I hate it. I hate having that like struggle. But
I struggle with it too.
Yeah.
I try, but I sometimes I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to get this full series. I want to get the full series of Beck.
Yeah.
In English, but apparently it's not as out of print in English right now. Right now, I believe they recently started reprinting it in Japanese, but I believe all you can get are individual volumes of Beck. I think it's what I read. So
yeah. I want to get the there's the couple series that never got a full anime release, like Gangsta. I want that. Did I show you the Gangsta manga that I got the other day?
You told me about it. You never showed me.
Yeah. Yeah. Right here. It's if you can see, there is like,
oh shit,
yeah, Nick and Warwick as kids.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think that was their like mentor or whatever.
Her?
You get little, huh?
Her?
Yeah, I think that was their mentor.
Chick, isn't it?
No, they're kids. No? They didn't meet her till she was an adult.
Yeah. Oh, that's a different chick. Okay.
I think this is their mentor. I think this is who like kind of, or whoever, like, I think in the series there's like Warwick or Nick or both have flashbacks of them as kids, and you see her, she says something or does something or whatever, but it never goes into detail. But yeah, I found this.
It's been a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. It's really cool. I didn't know they did like a prequel series or a spinoff or whatever.
Me neither. Did they finish the manga?
I would assume so. I feel like it's older now, but I don't know much about the manga series, but I do want to collect the full series. I also got this hardback.
Ooh, very good find.
Right?
That's sick.
Summertime rendering for anyone on audio. Summertime rendering, and it has a couple color pages.
Nice.
Summertime rendering, for anyone who hasn't seen it, is a psychological supernatural mystery.
Yeah.
Based on a real island in Japan that the mangaka, I don't want to misspeak.
I think you said he lived there, right?
I think he lived there. He either lived there or studied there for 2 years. But I feel like I read that he lived there for 2 years and researched the lore and the history and everything, the folklore, in order to write it as authentically as possible. But it's creepy. It's really good.
Unbelievably well paced. I've still got like 3 episodes to go. I think I've said it on here before that I've only read or watched the anime, but watching that anime frustrates the fuck out of me because it makes me realize like I am not capable of telling a story like that. Like I am completely incapable of pacing out and making like, because you watch the story and by episode 5 you're like, holy shit, like it's solved, like this is it, and then all of a sudden boom, all this other stuff happens and you're like, how the shit did they keep coming up with this stuff? It's just so many levels, like so many levels of like you think you figured out the mystery, and then it just keeps on going.
Mm-hmm.
It's unreal how they're able
Yeah.
to come up with that.
Well, I don't agree that you couldn't do it. I said like he spent 2 years doing research.
Yeah.
You know, probably working on the story for even longer than that.
Yeah.
So I don't see why you have an artist mind. Like I don't necessarily agree with that. I think you just
I don't know.
spend more time.
I mean, anything's possible with time, but I feel like reading that or watching that series, you're just like, God damn, there's levels to this shit. Like, that's not something somebody can watch and be like, I could do that.
Yeah. Also, we don't know how much of the levels in that come from what he read from other sources.
Totally.
So
yeah.
Who knows how much of that ingenuity or that creativity came from his mind rather than the actual lore of the history of the island. Who knows?
I wanted to show you. I totally forgot about it. It was on my shelf behind something down there. I think it was like behind my Missy card, like the big Missy painting card thing. Yeah. Right there. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I forgot that it was there. But it's this Ghost in the Shell manga that I've had since. I'll tell you how long I've had it. I bought it last time I went to LA. Bless you. 7/2/2019 is when I bought this. I've had on my bookshelf for that long, and I totally forgot that I had it. Never read it, so I'm combing through that right now, and it's pretty good. It's pretty wild.
I showed you my Ghost in the Shell comic that I got, didn't I?
I don't think so.
That antique comic I got at the basement.
But this one, it does like sections of color, and it's really,
that's cool.
Really cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
That's cool.
Yeah, like I just love that old '80s art, dude. It's so good.
Yeah. Pause. I want to see if I can find it. No luck. I don't want to dig too much. Take too long. I'll find it later. I think I put it in like safe storage because it's kind of valuable. But it's like the first issue of, I don't know, it's like the first printing, but it's the first issue of the comic series of Ghost in the Shell. So it's like, it's the manga, but it's released in like comic issues.
Back form. Yeah.
It's cool. That was whenever someone brought in like 4 long boxes of comics, and the majority of them were vintage anime comics, like anime comic issues. There's a lot of Dragon Ball, a lot of Dragon Ball Z, some other stuff, Sailor Moon, a lot of other ones. And
I think you gave me like 2, didn't you?
Yeah, I probably did. Yeah, I probably found some to give. There was a lot of like gems, a lot of gold in there, and I was trying to grab some, and the person running the store like wouldn't sell them until his friend showed up and bought everything.
That so it's also checks out.
Yeah. So, but he felt bad because I was like, "Hey, am I good to pick something out?" And he's like, "Oh, dude, someone already got a hold of it. I had already promised my buddy he could get first dibs." And I was like, "Okay." So he was like, "But you can look through whatever's left. You can have, whatever." And it was like nothing. There was nothing there. I mean, there was a lot of anime there. There's like the Ranma, issues and stuff like that, but like nothing that had a big connection to me like there were before. There's a lot of good stuff. I don't even remember now, but there's a lot of like, I was like, oh my God, it was like taking my breath away what was in there. And I was looking, I was like, he took everything. And then the ones that were valuable, like that he left, they put in the glass shelf for like, $50 or whatever. And he was like, "Did you find anything?" I was like, "Nah, he got everything." And he's like, "Oh, dude, I'm sorry." He's like, "You don't want any of this?" I was like, "I mean, the Ghost in the Shell one's pretty dope, but I can't afford that." He's like, "Just take it." He's like, just take it. And I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, I feel bad since you didn't get anything. I was like, well, I appreciate that. So at least I got that, you know. I didn't grow up like a crazy fan of Ghost in the Shell. I liked the series, but it wasn't one of my favorites, you know, but I'm so glad to have it in my collection.
Yeah. Yeah, I've just always loved that art style of Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
And again, like the entire atmosphere of that series is like, oh, it's so good. It's just very distinct. It's very Blade Runner-esque, you know. It's sequential.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah. Right. You know, I want to start framing some of my comics, but I don't know how to go about doing that as far as how many I should frame and how to display them as far as like, you know, decoratively. Like what's the right amount? Because I have so many good ones. Do I just...
Yeah, there are different ways. I mean, I've got, you can't see it now, but it's the
Wolverine?
The Wolverine issues
that you've had for a long time, yeah.
Yeah, I did that. I have a couple more. Like I think a Deadly Class. These are individual comics issues, but I have a Deadly Class one, and then like the Darth Maul series that came out a few years ago. I have one of the special illustration or the special covers for that frame that I used to have up, but I just never put them up in here for whatever reason. But they're pretty mobile, so that you can, like, if you get tired of one of them being in there, you can just swap them for something else.
Yeah.
It's just frames get expensive. Like, to get a decent frame, it's fucking expensive.
I know. That's been my problem, because I have so many prints, things that I've kept for years that I'm like, now that I have this place, I want to try to put stuff on the wall. Yeah. And like I'm only buying like one or maybe two frames a month, you know, because they're expensive. Mm-hmm. Some of them aren't even like I think this one isn't even glass. It's like a plexi, you know?
Yeah.
That one's glass, which I probably should switch these because this is a more valuable print than that one. But you know, it is what it is. It's fine, I think. Yeah. But yeah, I need to hang those up too instead of propping them up. I got lazy.
I mean, they look good right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I need more stuff on the wall. I need to figure out what to do with this too. I don't know how to hang that up. I don't think it looks good outside, like without like having any type of framing.
Size?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's like a window print, you know, like a window poster for like advertisement. It's an advertisement from, and that, which is that was like a treasure, you know. Yeah. I found that with you.
Where? Anime Weekend?
Yeah, it was that lady selling all of like the vintage anime stuff, and she had a stack of posters and prints, and that was in there, and it was super cheap. I think that was like $10, maybe. And then I got I think you got something too, but I don't remember. I got the Power Ranger puzzle can. Some other stuff there, but yeah, it's a weird size. I feel like it needs a frame though. I feel like it needs to be
totally
enclosed.
Put that in the frame.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of is A, to learn how to make my own frames, or B, get a custom made frame by like measuring the proportions of it and then taking it to a shop, you know?
Yeah.
But it's the same thing, you know, if anyone's listening and knows anything about framing, and matting, I need help because I want to frame. There's a lot of stuff I want to frame, right? But I have all these clear foils, these clear files. You know what I'm talking about? The clear files.
Yeah.
That they're made to hold documents, but for some reason, Japan loves to put these amazing, unique, limited prints on them. What?
Oh, Shelby's knocking on the door for something.
Oh, and I thought you were pointing at something on your wall, but you pointed at an empty space. I was like, I don't see anything. But yeah, there's, you know, they're not print sizes. They're meant to hold prints, but they put these amazing arts on them. I'm like, why do you do that? Why not just do prints?
I have it somewhere over here. The Godzilla one that we got in Osaka.
The Godzilla one, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I did a lot of research. I looked through Reddit posts. Most people put them in binders. They get these like big binders with these big sleeves, and they slide the clear foils in them as like a catalog. But I want to display them. You know, I want to frame them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, so someone said buy an A4 to A3 frame and they'll fit, and they do not fit. That's a lie. They do not fit. You could put it like, you can frame it and use the mat to hold it in place, but you're going to lose a thin layer on the outside. And that Osaka one, the print goes from edge to edge. Yeah. And so it cuts off, a lot of the lettering. It cuts off a lot of the image. Well, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for us today. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you want to catch this post or any of our future uploads, you can do so on all the platforms, iTunes, or not iTunes, Apple Music,
Apple Podcasts,
Spotify, YouTube,
Amazon
Podcast. If you want to see what we're doing in our own little platform, Ethan, would you like to share your moto photo?
Yeah, if you want to follow me over on YouTube at ThrottleFox Moto Photo, I actually just sold my motorcycle, so there's going to be new things in the works for the channel. Mm-hmm. So hop on over there to get some motorcycle and photography content. It'll be fun. It's chill. Come hang.
Nice. Yeah. I am in the process of editing some new reaction series that I've been doing with my brother. They will be up within the next few months, if I had to guess, because I have to buy all new equipment to do editing and all this stuff. So I have to buy piece by piece, a little at a time, before I can start working on stuff. But that'll be coming in the future. They're recorded, so it's just a matter of getting them edited. You can also follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/born2BNerd_live. Links are always in the description, so feel free to come watch out. We did a Halloween stream yesterday playing Abiotic Vector, so some good stuff, having some fun.
Very cool.
Thanks for watching again. We'll see you in the next one.